What's up, everybody? What is cracking? What's going on? Back again for another episode of Goat Milk Diaries. Glad to have you guys. Anybody who's watching, anybody who's tuning in, guys, we got a few things we're going to talk about. One of them is going to be makers we love to hate. We get a lot of that in the hobby. Lately, I've been seeing it. I want to talk about it. Like, what? Why the lack of love? You know what I mean? These guys are working barefoot and working odd hours of the day and night to get stuff done for you guys. But anyways, today's presentation is brought to you by my drink of the day. It's going to be Modelo Negra. Love this stuff. Cheers. Good health, everybody. Oh, that's good. I haven't had one of those in a while, in a minute. Also, Jade is back. She's got a new little twist on her, right? And this year's Halloween, what are the plans? What are people doing? What's going to be the number one costume? Very controversial. Very controversial. And this is what I call word on the street.
What's the word on the street? I put the word to the beat. Use the power of my speech to teach.
Word on the street is the Charlie Kirk zombie costume is going to be one of the big ones this Halloween, and very controversial. And I think anybody that's stupid enough to go out there in that thing, perpetrating anything going on, anything that happened, is probably going to end up on Facebook feed, fired from their job. It's up to the masses what you guys think about that. Who knows? Dodgers, I hear. I'm not that big into sports. I watch real sports, wrestling. But I hear they're World Series bound. Congratulations to the Dodgers and all the Dodgers home and fans. I guess it's been a good year for you guys. We'll see. Super Bowl gets Bad Bunny. I mean, it's win-win, right? It's gotta be. So guys, just real quick before we get on to the main subject, let's get on to my girl Jade. She took a hard hit to that beautiful face of hers, right? She got broken open. Jeez, perfection, right? And she's back, and it seems like the internet again is victorious, right? Because she came back. Good news is she came back. She went heel. She has her heel turn now, right? But the internet took no time at all. No time at all. Undefeated in comparing her to Scar. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know why you guys do this. But anyway, let's go to the comments. Let's see who's on, see who's tuning in so far. What's up, Nathan? What's going on, brother? Brother, I am gonna hit you up. Don't worry. You're gonna get your updates. Plus, I got more updates coming on, guys. It's been busy, super busy. Tonight, I'm gonna talk a little bit about something I really haven't let people in on. Very difficult subject for me. I try to put on a happy face. I think I've mentioned just a tad bit with Ethan on here when he comes on. But it's the end of the line for something going on, and hopefully we're going to be good after that. And it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. I'm bracing for it. We'll see what goes on, man. Jim, the pie flinging man, the Putang pie man, Jim Meals. What's up, brother? Salutations to you as well. We also got Ricky. What's up, brother? What's up, Carnal? Hey, we're hanging in there. We're trying. It says, I'm home for you for Yokozuna size meal. Dude, buffet. Just hit up the buffets. He's hungry. He's not hungry. He's hungry. When I don't know what to eat, but I want to eat, and I'm hungry, hit up your local buffet. That's all I gotta say. Get you some steak, some spaghetti, some lasagna, get you some fried chicken, get yourself everything, and then get you some dessert, all in the same place. You don't have to lift a finger. You ain't got to do no dishes. Go with the buffet. Guys, I guess one of the main subjects today is going to be makers we love to hate. Now, I've been seeing it a lot more in the, like I said, I don't dabble too much in the hobby that much. I've been getting back in, scrolling through Facebook, and we're going to get caught up in it. And what I see is a lot of hate for certain makers out there, man. I understand that some things are excessive, but even when they get things on time, I see a lot of people bitching and complaining about $150 belts they ordered. Like, I don't know what kind of perfection people are expecting over that. You're not getting and here, wait a minute, let me break, go back, reverse it, delete, start all over again. $150 for belts that I've seen. And I've seen some people order some custom belts on custom leather by these guys with graphics, even in the backing, for $150. And then when they get home, well, when the belts get to their destination and people open them up, they are just like not having it, and they're having their crybaby belt moment. They're having their crybaby belt moments, just like Homer right here. But hey, I've heard, and I don't want to name names, but I'm going to have to here. Roger Leather Belts. It's one of the guys. Ahmad Ali. We've heard and seen a lot of good things out of his work lately. He's been working to fix issues that he's had, but guys still want to rag on him. And it's usually the guys who order the $100 belts, $150 belts, or they get one at a discount price, and then they say it's got a little tarnish on the snaps. Bro, snaps are interchangeable. They're $7 at the local store. Change them out. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. It really isn't. We got my boy Ethan here. What is up, brother? Why the sad face? Did you get? No, you're not getting a bad belt. I know you're getting a good belt. I know you're getting a damn good belt. I hope it's a nice little reveal. I hope reveal, not review, but a reveal. I would like to see that. And then this says buffets are usually when I need a good clean out. Woo! You know, when you need a clean out, you hit that milk machine. You have yourself a big old glass of milk in between some ice cream and watch what happens. Mr. Cynical, what is up, brother? What is going on? He says, but the belt pics on eBay are so nice. No way they're stolen pics. No, they're not. They're not stolen pics. Why would anybody steal pictures? Why? Why would anybody ever steal anybody's pictures or even their profile pictures at all? Shout out to my boy Stephen Hammer. I ain't mad at you, boy. He's got the popularity where he's had at least 10 fake accounts now, if I'm counting right. Like I said, I hadn't been to Facebook in a while. I go on there, look for my boy, and I didn't know which account to select. I really don't. Would the real Stephen Hammer please stand up? Please stand up. Get the message out there, guys. Just don't frowny. I'll give you a hug, bro. I bet you want to give him a hug. You know what? I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Guys, my the only complaint I have is I guess it's always going to be after the time goes by, after you pay a certain amount, if you're not getting 100% what was promised to you, I get it. I totally get it. But I'm tired of saying it. I'm like almost tired of seeing it in the groups now. And it's not about, and I said this I think one time before, a while back, where I used to want to help people about now not picking the wrong makers. But everybody does it on a daily basis. We warn the people. And then these same people will put up a post a month or 2 or 3 later going, oh, I hate these belts. I'm going back to shop. I won't do this ever again, blah, blah, blah. This, and like, my belt came in weighing this much and that much. Like, hey, guy, first of all, if you tried to get or copy something that used to be used in the ring, why did you go CNC or CNC HD? Like, why did you do that? Did you not think that making it 18 millimeter stick was gonna weigh like a feather? Don't know. So now it's almost like I'm done. We did our homework. We did our homework going into this hobby. We did our I guess our duty, our job to inform people as much as we can. You can get on YouTube and find a bunch of videos telling you who to go to, who not to go to, what to look for, what not to look for. And still, it almost seems like they want to follow the Pied Piper down the hill. You know what I mean? Over that hill. I don't know. Nathan says, Steven, the generic Jackhammer. I wouldn't know. You know what? How he got that name? I don't know. There is rumors in the hobby. I don't know where they started, how they started, or by who. But I hear there is a video out. Dangerous. Need to be careful, man. Jim says, sometimes you just have to learn by experience. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. No, they sometimes. Nathan says he gave it to him. You gave him the name, or you gave it to him? I don't know. Mr. Cynical says, exactly. You can warn people not to deal with a certain maker. They do it anyways, and are in your inbox wanting help on how to get their belts shipped out. And I've been on both ends of this, okay, in all kinds of situations. I have a gentleman now that had a belt redone. They did a certain part of the belt wrong or not to the liking. I looked at the work. I said, holy crap, who did that? I'll fix it, but whatever work they did is still going to be visible. I'll fix certain details of it. The guy goes, yeah, his tooling is trash and blah, 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 and this and that. I never knew who it was or why. It didn't matter. But at the end of the day, he goes, yeah, I had him. It's not the only belt he ruined. He did another one for me and it came out trash too. And I was like, so wait a minute, was this one before or after? So it just comes to show you that some people are just, they love it, are glutton for punishment, right? They love it. I don't know. Some chicks like to be choked out during certain acts of things happening. I'm not going to say what it is, but Nathan says he's my tag team partner, and I envision Tiny Kimmel introducing us, or Jimmy. I think you mean Jimmy Kimmel introducing us. Yeah. We got Ricky here. What's up, brother? What's going on? He says people just go with bad makers because they make them fake promises at an unrealistically cheap price. I get it. Hey, you know, it, like they say, if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. That's why I am nowhere near in the market of doing anybody selling or fabricating a CNC or a SD belt, because you're not going to make anybody happy like that. You're just not. He says, no, he's correcting me. Nathan says, no, Tony Kimmel from SmackDown. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not good with names from SmackDown. I'm a Raw guy. If I gotta be careful how I say this, but I like it raw. I don't know. Do what you want to do with that. I don't know. But makers, guys, who's a maker? Now's the time. Judgment free. Who's the maker that you guys just love to hate on? He did something, got something wrong, and now you will go to no ends to burn that reputation down in a comment when somebody says, hey guy, can you make me a belt? Because I've seen this. I have seen it. For me, it'll be Roger Leather Belt. And I know if Mr. Ben Walker, shout out to Big Ben, brother. Shout out to Spanning the Globe. Shout out to DDK. Kevin Davenport. He's on tonight, I think. I'm not even sure if he's on tonight, or every other night. But check on him, guys. Prayers for my boy, big time. But yeah, I mean, that guy can really hit that button. And if you think his English isn't good, start arguing with the guy and watch him start flipping the bird and everything. I mean, he gets those words just down really good. I mean, usually we all learn the bad words before we learn the language, and he got it down. Raw, uncut, and uncensored. Oh yeah, yes, Nathan. Yes, it sounds like my wedding night. This is. I got some solicitations from a maker this week that I guaranteed nobody has ever heard of. Immediately blocked. Hit the button. That's the only thing you can do, guys. Hit that block button. I get those guys all the time. Yep. And you know what usually makes them go away and they stay gone? I'm not going to kid you. I say, yes, I want one of your belts. Yes, I want to work with you. Send me a free belt. Send me a free belt. And for some reason, free is like a curse word. And then you keep saying free, and their price keeps on going down until they're like, all right, I'll give you free, but pay the shipping. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Not one bit, guys. I'm telling you right now. Do not do it. Guys, it's been tough. It's been tough on these makers. It's going to get tougher. It's starting to slow down. And it's going to be tough for them. So guys, this show is sponsored to you by Mendoza Craft and Pinfall Title Belt, where you can get all your belt needs met. HD only, guys. Standard HD. We don't mess with CNC. We don't mess with SD. We only mess with GD. The results are goddamn. That's what GD is. Okay, so if you want your acid etched belt to look good, Pinfall Title belts on very good leather, guys. Flexible, the real deal. Good edges done. And now one-piece tips are available also. Extra cost if you want one, but it's nothing crazy. I think the tips are like another $30, something like that. But anyways, for a one-piece tip, you can't even go on eBay and find the shop ones for that kind of price, I think, anymore. But yeah, so they do pretty good work. Here's some of their work, guys. Line it up. Also, another maker you guys can hit up, and I've had some mixed kind of reviews, but for a while they've been doing really good. He's doing his HD as well. X-Men belt, get them up, managed by a good guy out there, Nick Carnival. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Chris Stratton. They both are the moderators and the main heads of Big Boys Belts. Check them out. Also check them out. These other guys, Ben Walker and the rest of the guys on the crew of Spanning the Globes on Championship Belt Brothers, guys. So they've been doing really, really good. We got Ricky on here. He says, well, Great Custom Belts just blocks you when you complain about quality, since he doesn't know how to listen to specifics on what materials to use. Zinc, not brass. I get it. And you know what? They love to use brass because it's just cheaper for some reason. It's cheaper for them over there to use brass than it is zinc. Zinc, American zinc is actually cheaper than brass. Brass is very expensive here in the States. Jim says, I've done that twice. LOL. Free is a major cuss word to them. Yes, it is. It definitely is. You know, it almost. What's up, girl? Get in my DMs. Get in my inbox. Ooh, we got a female. You know. Mr. Cynical says, I'm not going to rehash any stories. I made videos about it. Two makers I won't deal with again are Altair Belt and Max McGall. Too frustrating on getting your belts shipped out. I have had belts by Altair, and I think that's the name slips, man. But anyways, I've had always good results. I stopped one time dealing with Altair belts because the bolts were snapping on the back of the plates. So I was like, and that's my maker that I love to kind of like deal with, but I also hate certain aspects of it. So I get you on that one, man. Haven't dealt with him, have no need to deal with him anymore. Because my guy, Pinfall Title Belts, just has it down. He does it the way I need him to do it. Ricky says, brass is heavy and tends to tarnish much quicker. Yes, it does. It does tarnish way quicker. And yes, you're right, Ali Anas. Or how some people don't like him, call him Ali Anus. Anus. Yes, thank you so much for doubling down on that one. He is. Shoot, I mean, he's one of those guys that I'll definitely say people love to hate, as well as Great Custom Belts. People love to hate that guy because You see him pumping out some good stuff, and people will look at that and then order something from it, and then you get these reviews on YouTube where they're like, this went bad, this went bad, he didn't do this, I asked him to do that. Just completely, I think he just needs to refine the way he's doing things, and he should be okay. But hey, that's the problem sometimes when you're dealing with different materials of kinds when you're making belts. And that's why at Pinfall, my guys stay strictly only Zing and HD. That's it. That's a whole side of confusion we don't have to deal with. It's out the window. We don't worry about the gauge or the materials. We already know what's cracking with that. All we need to know is artwork and leather. That's it. And you have the option of sending it to me. So, but here's the thing. If you really want the good discount, you hit me up. You go through me, you get the leather, you get the plates, you get everything done through me. A little cheaper, and you get American leather. So yeah, I mean, other than Roger leather belts, great custom belts, I guess Leonas, these Altar belts. Nobody else brought anybody up for now. Later on in the comments, you watch this and go back through it. Feel free to comment. We'll do it on. We'll keep the subject rolling on another show. But so far, those are the guys. I know there's many more, but you can almost argue with that because of the price range. You know what I mean? It's hard to make everybody happy. It's kind of like when you used to go to it. We used to say back in the days, you either buy Jordans or you get yourself some Payless shoes. You can't go get the Shaqs at Payless and expect them to be like Jordans, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And on that one, I gotta take one of these squigs right here. Now let's go. Let's move on to another little subject here. I'd like you guys to send me your belts. Show some love for your belts, whether they're old, whether they're new, old collection, starting a collection, whatever it is. Show your love for your belts. Inbox me them. We'll put them up on here. If you have a short video of 30 seconds of your unboxing of your belt, send them out. Show the love. And that's called belts of all ages, because it doesn't matter if you got it today, yesterday, a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it is. Send the inbox, send the inboxes, and I will show them here for everybody to show some love to those belts and straps, guys. Okay, if you got a belt in the works, in the projects, send those pictures too. Doesn't matter, we'll post them up, guys, and so everybody can check them out. Nathan says, I'll never do business with Leonas again. Took him 14 months to deliver that WCW United States you did. And every update was tomorrow. Didn't get the leather cut right. It's difficult. I know it is. And I'll be honest, I'm guilty of it myself. I don't want to say because, and I'll get into that in a little bit too. I don't want to say it's because week to week I took an influx of work that I couldn't handle every single week. I have like a limit of how many belts or work I take or re-leathers and that kind of thing. Sometimes I still take, let's say 10 belts a month. But the thing is, I forget sometimes some of those straps are customs where I have to do a lot of stamping, tooling, colors, a lot of stages, and it catches up with me. But nevertheless, the belts go out. People are happy. Thank goodness. So I've been doing this almost going on 4 years now. And in those 4 years, thank goodness, I have not had anybody on any page burning me saying that I did a crappy job on their belt. So unless unless they didn't want to say anything. But if they wanted to say something, they would have let me know in the inbox, but I've never had it. So thank God for that. Praise God for it. I always try my best to do the best work I can do on leather work every time, and that saves me. Saves my ass to want to do the work right, no matter what the time schedule. Jade. We saw her come back. She's heel again. Not again, but I'm saying she's back again. But she came back looking like Scar. The resemblance is uncanny. How does Disney keep doing this? They keep predicting things. Or does life just loop around to the point where they're always going to be predicting a look? You know what I mean? But Jade, take care of that pretty face, girl. Take care of that pretty face. And hopefully we see you with a title around your we'll see you with a title around your waist soon. I saw a picture today and I had to steal it. Because this is the way we're going now in TKO. I don't even say WWE anymore. I don't want to say it's not WWE anymore, guys. It's TKO. Okay, the brand, the way they're running with things and all that, it's TKO. We got a picture here that I had to steal it, okay? Because literally the way they're starting to brand the ring, put branding around the outside ring perimeter and everything, this is what the belt's going to start looking for. And it's not even a joke. I'm pretty sure one day we'll see it. You're going to start seeing your Pizza Hut, your KFC chicken. You're going to start seeing your Taco Bell. You're going to start seeing all the sponsors, your Prime, right around the belt. Pretty soon it'll be like boxing, where the wrestlers don't even have their gimmick. They're going to have Prime on the back of the ass of their shorts or their tights. Because WWE has lost its identity. I'm not going to bitch about the styles of wrestling. I'm not going to bitch about all the acrobatics, all that. Wrestling has changed. Okay. We're not going back to the days of, listen, I'm going to give you 10 headlocks in this match. I'm going to drop kick you, brother. Rip the shirt. It's not going to happen. We're not there no more. We're not there anymore. Okay. Come on. Jim says my leather smells like tequila and salsa. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It identifies with who I am. As long as they're not saying my leather is stank. It's not the stanky leather, because somebody else already has that. Somebody already owns that. They own it. They have the rights to it, and I can't have that. So if mine smells like tequila and salsa, I'm all down for it, guys. Unless I'm eating a good piece of barbecue. And Mr. Cynical, thank you, brother. God bless for the care package coming in. I really appreciate that big time. I was looking at a smoker today. I don't mean the ones that hang out on the corner outside of the job, or I mean a meat smoker. He says, pretty soon they'll come to the ring looking like NASCAR drivers, full jumpsuits with all their. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Hey, mark our words. You guys will remember this. Maybe not a year from now. Maybe not 2. Maybe it'll take 3. But hey, there's going to start going to Saudi and all these other places. The money is talking. You know what I mean? And it's doing a lot of walking towards other directions. TKO is the brand. It's what it is. It's what it is. And now they are on ESPN for their PLEs, where now they're competing. They're being graded on their shows. So, yes, of course, they have to judge everybody's performance every match. They don't have to understand the art of wrestling. They don't have to understand the storylines. They don't have to understand none of that stuff. All they need to understand is that they are TKO with ESPN and they need to make the ratings. They need to make the ratings. Pretty soon it'll be like AEW. It's gonna be a bloodbath and chicks in there wrestling and smelling crotches off of each other and making out in the middle of the ring because that's what people want to see. People want to see that. What's up, brother? He says, yo, Fockers. It's been a while. What is good? What's good, bro? You're what's good. Shh. Yeah, you are what we need on here. You are the missing ingredient. I'm just the glass. You guys fill it. Ricky says, F that $30 for ESPN. VPN is the way to go, carnal. You know what? I didn't sign up for it. My daughter did. She did the package thing with Hulu and Disney and all that. We already had Prime. We already had Hulu. We're already paying for Disney separately. We canceled everything, saved us money, and went to the whole package deal. So now I see I get to see the PLEs. So it's like, I think I'm paying $15 less than I was before. So it saved me money. That's not going to be the same for everybody. If you were paying Peacock for like, what was it? Like $7, $8 or something like that. I get the price jump. I get that. But I had Peacock too. I canceled Peacock. So it saved me actually more than $15. Probably saved me like 20 something dollars by doing that move. Jim says Mendoza Craft leather smells so nice. Love the long time. I know you like it long time, buddy. I know you do. Dylan says, no, you're what's good. Let's mix it up and see what happens, brother. I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you. I'm there. Been there, baby. Been there. Guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in today and every Saturday. Today's a little laid back. We're going to have a guest host on pretty soon. He's a guy that's met a lot of wrestlers. He still interviews in-ring people. He is with today's wrestlers. He is talking to today's UFC fighters, today's interviews with the people very closely connected to today's events. Hopefully we can get him on. I'm not going to reveal who it is until he tells me yes. And he's a good homie from back in the day. So hopefully it happens. But don't forget, here every Saturday, 8 p.m. Might be moving to 9. Not sure yet. Also, guys, that's pretty much it on that. Don't want to tear that up too much. Crown Jewel, I heard, kind of bombed out. I think there was only one really good match. I think Raw shows are starting to get better than some of the PLEs right now. But it's starting to get more and more predictable from what I hear. I do want to say, though, on a lighter note, on a good news note, President Trump is gaining. He is gaining a lot of ground, building up this whole new wing thing at the White House. Take a look; it's almost done. Almost finished. I mean, it looks a little like the Death Star from Star Wars. But nonetheless, I hear the walls are going to be treated just in case a little too much baby oil starts splashing on the walls. The floors are going to be anti-slip. It's going to be safe for all the minors. Nobody gets it. Did I say too much already? Did I mention too much already? Did I give away too much already? P. Diddy is out just in time for the first inauguration of that thing. It's gonna be one hell of a shindig in there. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, it's gonna be good from what I hear. It's gonna be good. Jeez. Another thing to think about: Charlie Kirk. I mean, and I'm not being disrespectful here. I'm just like, it blows my mind because I saw this today. But we're not even there yet, and already people are planning to do some of those Charlie Kirk costumes. There, I've seen pictures already of people getting their white T-shirts ready and wearing lapels and blood coming out the neck. There's zombie versions of Charlie Kirk makeup with holding a mic, walking around. Seen some of that stuff on TikTok. I'm pretty sure the hammer's going to come down really hard on some of these people. I think Halloween's on Friday this year. Friday, right? I think it's Friday. But come Monday, by Monday, the way things are right now, I'm pretty sure they'll find out who everybody is and where they work at by Monday. You know what I mean? Like, I expect to see some world star videos on that weekend. Like, somebody is throwing down with somebody for the disrespectfulness. Now, think what you want. Think what you want. I'm not here to disrespect the man or the way he died or the way he was killed or anything like that. If you see a smile on my face, it's because I sometimes you just can't believe the things people say or the lengths they go through to do certain things. You know what I mean? It's like these days, like when we were growing up, nobody says, "Hey, dude, bottle that shit up. Bottle those feelings. Keep it to yourself. And if you ain't got nothing good to say, keep it to your damn self, right?" Except when it comes to new belt days, because I will have to sometimes rag on my buddies if they got a horrible belt. Then I gotta let them know. I've learned to hold my tongue with strangers, but my buddies, if you got a shitty belt, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know for sure. My goodness, guys. If anybody has anything else on their mind, hell, open up, open mic. It's open mic time right now. You guys don't worry about it. You guys can feel safe here. Open up and let us know how you feel about anything. You know what I mean? It's okay. You'll be just fine. And if you do have a good belt day, I hope it's a good belt day like this guy.
Couple, don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah, that guy must have been at Pinfall. I think he got his belts at Pinfall. Oh, show. He looks familiar. He looks very familiar. Just as I got a new one coming Monday, I'll share it. I hope you do, big boy. I hope you show it to us. Just whip it out and just show us. Know what I mean? Just show it. I drink my Coke with no ice now. Yes. I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you what's a good Halloween costume. Might get your ass beat. But have your brother dress up like an ICE agent and just chase you around down the street. And just have you chase up in through a gas station. And then act like right when he's catching you, you guys start making out. Just start making out and just see what that does to the crowd. You know what I mean? It just throw it. It just imagine everybody's like, "Oh my God, leave him alone!" And then you jump the guy, and then next thing you know, it's all hugs and kisses, baby, and lovely touching. Imagine, could you imagine people's reaction to that? Damn. Dylan says, "Don't spank me, Strap Daddy." I'm starting to like that name. Strap. You know what? I saw those messages. It's kind of a turn on. Thank you, sir. But how's that order backlog coming along? I missed that new Mendoza leather smell. You're gonna get it soon, brother. Soon, brother. Don't worry. I am actually. I'll take the last few minutes of this show to let you in on what's going on. Okay. And this is something that I've been keeping to myself. Only very, very close people know about this, and I've probably revealed somewhere on Facebook to maybe a few people. And if you guys haven't seen, I do have a GoFundMe going. It's to help out with some of the expenses, and I'll tell you what's going on with that whole thing. So, not too long ago, my father has been ill. He has been taking medications. He had been taking care of himself, making changes. I went out to LA to check him out. We talked about a few things. We had very adult talks about what's happening at his stages of life right now, where he was at. We hoped that he was going to be with us a little bit longer. I was hoping at least 5 years. Unfortunately, I'm not getting that. And none of my brothers are getting that. And none of my family's getting that. He has been taking treatments. He has a cancer in his lungs. He has a lung that is, I guess you can say, collapsed. He has had fibrosis in his lungs for a while, since he was younger too. What that means is he's had a lot of repairs going on in his lungs, kind of like when you cut your skin, and the lung, every time it fixes itself, repairs the tears in that lung, they scar. But there's so much of that scarring now that the lung is no longer like a balloon where it's flexible, where it can breathe air and bring it into the lungs. And when you have less than half a lung on one side and one bad one on the other, you kind of know where it's going. So that's what we've been battling with in my family. Ethan's not here. He's got his own thing going on. He's got his show to do with DDK and Kevin Davenport out there. Prayers to Kevin, my boy, because he's also going through a very difficult time. That's another thing that we haven't talked about, but it seems like I have quite a bit of important and very loved people in my life ready to just, it's time for their life to end here on this world and move on. What brings me comfort is my faith in a lot of things, in God, and knowing where these guys are going or how they're going to be. Has not been easy. It's something that beats people financially. It will beat you and test you physically and mentally, because you're not really ready for it. You're never going to be ready for it. And I've told my wife, and she knows this, and I've told my brothers and people that my process of grieving has started a while back. And that's my way of coping with things, to kind of lessen the blow when I get the phone call. So I will be taking my last trip to California to see my dad. It's going to be my last hello, my last goodbye. So it's going to be a tough one. This man is the man that showed me how to work, showed me how to do a lot of things in life. He put that ass whooping on me growing up. He made sure I was on a good path, even though we all did some dirty things growing up. We were some misfits and we did some things. Who didn't, right? But thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Jim. I think, Jim, you're one of the guys that you're always in my inbox every day, dude. I appreciate you. We talk about this, and we talked about a few other things. And man, it's tough. It's tough. I got friends going today. I had a message come in that a very close friend of mine and a band member of a band I used to play in the band in LA growing up. Every Mexican does, I guess. He is bedridden. He had an embolism, so there's a lot of stuff weighing down. You know what I mean? So depression kicks in. It's hard to get creative. It's hard to get down to the dungeon and put out some leather work. I know people are waiting on their stuff. When you have to scrape paper to get by and do what you got to do to help left and right. Like I said, I have a GoFundMe going. To just help pay for the final expenses. If anybody wants to check that out, you guys can go and GoFundMe, find my deal there. I'll probably share the link. I hadn't shared it on Facebook really, like officially, but that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to be taking off to see my dad because this will definitely be his last, I feel, Thanksgiving, and we hope he makes it to Christmas, but I'm not sure about that. Thank you, brother. Nathan says that I just watched GDK last week's show, and man, was it hard. Yes, it was. It was very difficult for me. Kevin with that oxygen too, bro. Couldn't, but I did because I know he loves this hobby, and I watch him and support him. It helps him. It keeps his spirits up, guys. Talk to him, inbox him, show him some love. He needs that, man. Yeah, brother. Thank you, man. You know how it is. We guys, we bottle it up. We keep bottling it up, and we got to give strength to our loved ones. It doesn't help for them to see us hit bottom. You know what I mean? Yes, I do have a beer. I do have a shot here and then. Maybe it's been, God, I want to say, maybe a year since I've had a shot of tequila, something like that. But I don't have a problem. I'm not an alcoholic of any kind. Far from that. You know, I probably do the most drinking on this show with you guys. And but it's tough. It is. The Cynical says, I'm sorry to hear that. You had to fill me in a little bit. I lost my grandpa to fibrosis of the lungs as well. Yeah, it's tough, man. Very tough. He also had a cancer that he was taking. He wasn't doing radiation therapy like traditional. He was taking a pill for that, and that was working out. But he started having other problems. So it's not just the fibrosis. It's not just the cancer. It's not just the lungs. He's been very strong. He's been getting hit from all kinds of sides. He had problems with his gallbladder. He had problems with kidney stones because the medications were causing the kidney stones. And the other medication he was taking to have those kidney stones dissolve was not working anymore. The stones were too big and it wasn't working. But what they're saying is now they can't do surgery for that because he's not strong enough for that. So unfortunately, he can't go that route. And either way, it's kind of like, it's kind of like there's really not any hope for that kind of deal. And my dad has also signed a DNR form, which is do not resuscitate. So he's ready. He says that it was so bad this last time in his hospitalization that he doesn't want to go through it again. I respect that. It takes a lot of balls. It takes a big pair of balls for a man to do that. Where on the next one he says, "Do not save me. I don't want to be saved. I don't want to be hospitalized or anything." He keeps catching pneumonia, and the reason for that, which this is another problem he has, he can drink food, he can eat food, he could, drink drinks and all that. The problem is in his esophagus, he has a leak that goes into his lung. Very small, but when that leak starts filling the lung, he gets fluid in his lung, and then he catches pneumonia, and he has to go through another painful process of getting through that, and that's what he doesn't want to do anymore. And like he said to me, he said he's done. He doesn't. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking my last ride to California to just give my goodbye to my dad. So forgive me if I get backed up another week and a half. I will be taking that time to go see my dad. I know that some people will understand, some people won't. Some people will criticize it. For those that do criticize it, go fuck yourself. We are all going to go through this. Nobody is safe from death. Nobody is safe from not losing their parents. You're going to go through it. You're going to go through it. I don't wish it on anybody. I don't wish it the way it's going for me. I don't wish it on anybody's parents that are going through it the way that my dad is going through it. So if anybody has anything to say, my inbox is open. And two, if you can't get to my inbox because you're blocked from anything previous that we have done before, you know why you can't get in the inbox, because you're probably, in my judgment, a piece of shit to begin with, and that's why you don't deserve a word out of me. Okay, but that's what it is. That's where we're at. My boy Ethan, I'll be out there, bro. To see you, we can get together and have us a slice of pizza to celebrate, man. Celebrate life. I know Ethan understands. He's gone through it. He's had some pretty hard losses in his life too, man. Yeah, it's hard, and mainly because Kev is such a sharp person. He's even now in his illness, he's a much smarter, much sharper guy than I am, for sure. Okay, for sure. He's still smarter than me and sharper than me by far. Yeah, I know, man. Family first, and my main problem is it wouldn't probably be so bad. The problem is, all my family. I was born and raised in California, Compton area, South Central, Linwood, Lenox, Inglewood, and I have all my family over there. I have literally zero family out here, and it's really hard to not be able to take a 10-minute drive to my pop's house and see him. That would ease things, I think, a little bit better, to be there for whatever happens. But when you keep getting calls, or in the middle of the night you're told that your dad is in the hospital, the doctor says he's not going to make it through the night, you're not going to see him tomorrow morning, and people start scrambling on phones and telling people to get down to the hospital because that's it. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think he's just holding on until I get there. So hopefully I don't get any bad calls between here and when I leave to go see him, and hopefully I get to see the man alive one last time instead of looking at a grassy grave or ashy urn. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the last time. That's not how I want to see my dad the last time. I want to be able to tell him things, physically be there. So guys, I don't want to bum anybody out with this. Just I never posted it on my group or on Facebook. For anybody that watches this later on, that's what it's about. If anybody really wants to know why orders have been delayed, those are the things I've been going through. Work as well, change of jobs and things like that. Economically, things don't go the way that they're supposed to go for a while. Just keep your faith and keep pushing. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, and that's what I hope, man. There's a lot of things that we have to get in order. Also, it's not just that, and it's hard to bring the subjects up. When a man can barely talk, he's also on oxygen full time. He's bedridden. He's what we say. He's pretty much on his deathbed right now, man. Maybe he has a day or two where he has the energy to get up and walk on his own and do certain things, but it's getting to the last. It's getting to the last one. He's like the Undertaker, man. He's on that last ride. He's on the last ride, guys. Again, I have a GoFundMe for anybody who really cares and understands and wants to help out with anything. That's very much appreciated, guys. I really appreciate that. I'll be posting that GoFundMe deal on my personal page tonight, and whoever can. And if not, your prayers, your thoughts are just as valuable and more. I really appreciate that, guys. I will see you on the next one. Goat Milk Diaries is here. It's back. We got some good stuff coming up, some interviews, and other subjects we can get into, guys. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for kicking it here with me, showing some love, showing some support. I will see you guys on the next one.